What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to volume 8, chapters 5 and 6 of the Battle for Doldrey. Looking forward to these final chapters. Again, the last couple of chapters, as mentioned last episode, was not my favourites, probably some of my least favourites of the reading manga experience so far, just because I've seen a fight 3 times now, so we know exactly what's happening, and it's not anything kind of groundbreaking in terms of the story or anything, is it? Some interesting stuff, again, especially in these last few chapters, so again, looking forward to these, but again, the kind of battle stuff I really don't care about all that much. Again, excited for today though. Interesting little artwork here, isn't it? Is that like a dragon's wing? Got to take a minute to process this. To be fair, it again is fucking beautifully animated, and do you know what? That's quite funny. That's quite interesting, that is, isn't it? His cape doesn't really look like a cape right now, does it? I mean, it does, because it's obviously a cape, but it almost looks like his femto form, if you know what I'm saying. It looks like that kind of demonized wing. It's pure white still, which is, I think, the point of this shot. It's still pure white. Obviously, later on it turns pitch black. That's interesting, isn't it? Again, I'm pretty sure that's that, because that does very much look like a demonic kind of bat's wing, doesn't it? It feels like, for me anyway, just looking at this, he can just kind of pull that open and he could fly off. Maybe that's what this wing here is about as well. I'm not sure if this is a wing. Could be an ear, could be like an elephant ear, which I very much doubt. It kind of looks like it, but this could be like a dragon's wing or something as well. Again, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with this section behind Griffith, or what's going on with his hair either, to be fair. Again, that's the thing about this manga, isn't it? There's so much stuff packed into every panel and every piece of artwork to kind of dissect, and that's the thing. I understood one bit, but there's 2 bits I don't understand, which if you guys could help, that'd be awesome. But there's just so much to unpack, if you know what I'm saying. There's even that what you don't realize, there's even more to it. Mentioned that a few times as well, but that is a great artwork, isn't it? Looks very feminine here, doesn't he, Griffith? I mean, he's quite feminine in general, but looks very feminine right here. Nice little artwork to start off with. Somehow I didn't see that when I kind of skipped to see the prologue for this chapter. Oh wow, this is a short one. But yeah, we'll be doing the Battle for Oh, well, yeah, it's about the same length, 26 pages, and then 25 for the last one, I think. So another about 35-40 minute episode, I do believe. They've been reasonably short, just because, again, I haven't been spending too much time on dissecting much of it, just because, again, there's not too much to dissect at this moment. But let's get right into it, guys. I forget where we ended off in the last chapter. I forget exactly where we left off. Was it that was Casca getting shot by the arrow, and we've got Boscogne? They were about to get at each other. Okay, so yeah, we're reaching the best part. That's his sword. That's sick, isn't it? That's a good way to start off as well. Like, leading up to this, we've got them going at each other, and then first thing we see is Guts' sword break off. Quite the intimidating shot, isn't it? Oh my god, that really got me. Right there. What is that? Is that his hand? That really got me. I thought that was a pair of sacks. Jesus Christ! Like, wow, they really have him have a whole cut right there. That'd be a nightmare. But no, I think that's his hand. I think they know what they're doing right there, right? I mean, from far away, that very much looks like a pair of balls. The battle for if that's just me, fair enough. Let me know if you guys thought that is the first time you saw that shot as well. Oh, he's done it. It's looking bad. I'm screwed. My sword was messed up from fighting those 100 men. I was careless. Damn it. Yeah, your sword would be quite frail after that. I think we did actually see a shot of the sword looking quite roughed up as well, I believe, at some point recently. Time's up, Raiders Captain. What now? Oh shit. There's Zod. I almost forgot about this scene because I don't think this scene is in the movie. I was waiting for it in the movie and it never got it. So I don't think it's in there. And look at that, cracked his lip. But yeah, there's Zod. With a very demonic looking horse. Look at his sword here, wow. And that's a very different sword than the one he chucked in oh, that's not a sword. That's what his, I was gonna say, that's a very fucking scary sword. That's his what he's using to control the horse, I guess. That would be a fucking rough sword to get cut by. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Don't struggle. It's useless. Even if you wish to fight, can you even move freely? If you obey me and throw down your sword, I wouldn't be opposed to letting you live as my own personal toy. Sis, if you refuse, yeah. Oh damn. Knocked that fucking armor off her head clean. Stab! Stab, 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 stab. I literally just recently watched Scream 5, so heard enough of stab and seen enough of stab. That's the thing about the Scream series. They never had the best kind of kills or anything. They're all just very simple stabs. They've got stab movies in there as well. It was a decent movie. Probably the worst of the sequels. Probably. Unfortunately. Trouble? If I move around, the drug. Big sis, get the hell out of my way. Come on, Casca. What will you do? There's nowhere left to run. Come on, Casca. Look what you've done to my face. I think you can expect to lose a limb or two. Not much, not much worse than it already was. Honestly, it might actually make you look better, to be fair. Having a few scars. You know what? The guts, it kind of does some stuff for him. I mean, it looks good anyway, but with loads of scars over his body, you got to admit he does look quite a bit cooler, doesn't he? So a few scars might help you out, to be fair, Gold Boltwits. Then you can take your time deciding whether you'll be my captive or die in this place. Let's start below the waist. Oh no! Come on, Casca. Nani? What? She's propelling herself with her sword. Let's go, Casca. What a bold move this is. Oh, flip all over him. Let's go, Casca. Look at the difference in these guys right here. So the way they've drawn are just completely different. I'm impossible. I don't know why I said I'm. Where did we get him? Do we get him in the mouth? It kind of looks like we got him right there. Also, almost looks like his head's cut off, but that's just how his hair is, I think. You were interesting enough, but you're also a total swine. Eh? Eh? Yeah, he cut his mouth right through. Oh, fucking hell. Look at that. His mouth got even bigger somehow. Jesus Christ. Ah. I always hate those ones. Ugh, the Joker cuts. Horrible. Alright. The rest of the little fish. Rout 'em. Root 'em. I'm not really sure how to say that. Root. I think it is root, isn't it? Rout 'em. Might be rout 'em. Who knows? Again, there's a lot of English in this. I don't understand. Oh. On guard. Oh shit! Look at his face here, Boscogne. It's coming at you. Let's go, Boscogne. I like Boscogne. Do like him, to be fair. Protect the captain! There's nothing you can do, idiots! Get out of here! Nuisances! Nuisances. Do you know what? I tried reading that like Japanese because I thought it might be something Japanese. Nuisances, and then I always thought it was French when it was like says. Nuisances. Nuisances! It's funny how you interpret a word when it's put like this, isn't it? Nui is very much, I see that as very much a Japanese, and San, of course, very much Japanese kind of. So I think my brain initially thought that as soon as they saw those words in quick succession. Interesting kind of seeing how your brain works as well, isn't it? Oh my god, look at these artworks, my dude. Boscogne again, he's just drawn fucking brilliantly this whole time. I don't think he's had one even average panel. Every panel he's in, it just kind of takes over. Looks like a proper demon here as well, doesn't he? Like, it's still human, still a very much human looking, isn't he? But looks like a very fucking possessed human. Look at his horse here as well. Horse is always just looking badass as fuck as well. Look at all these nuisances he just swipes, man. I love Boscogne. Jesus. Just the armor left behind. Crazy. Obviously the rest is up here. Obviously the fucking rest is up here, my dude. Crazy. Whose head that was? Jesus. Let's go, Boscogne. Hope Guts wins, of course. I mean, we know what the outcome is, but even so, I feel like I want to root for Boscogne as well. I love Boscogne. And his name, he's got scone in his name. What's the other way of saying scone? Scone. Boscogne. Would it be scone if you said Boscogne? It doesn't sound right, does it? It's Boscogne. Scone. Not that I haven't had a scone for ages. They are quite nice actually though, aren't they? Yeah, here's Zod chucking the sword with the big veins. Well, you do need veins that big to chuck it that far, to be fair, don't you? Gods! Very rare expression of shock here from Griffith. Shows he cares about Guts quite a lot. I mean, for everyone else, it just seems normal. It's like a normal human emotion and action, isn't it? To be shocked like that, but not so much for Griffith. One of the only times we really ever see him like this, isn't it? We'll see him sweating a few times, but Yeah, not in this manner. This ain't good. I can't stop his pole axe with a puny knife like this. Son of a bitch. What? Yeah, there's that sword. An interesting design, isn't it? It's almost got like what I said was the sword earlier. These got kind of spikes on the outside bit. Why would you have spikes on the outside bit like that? Could you then use it the other way around? Obviously, I meant to use it this way around where it's clean, I think, but that's just a design thing, I guess. Huh? Bit cheating, really, isn't it? Like Boscogne did have this kind of one. Thinking about it, like no fucking demons involved. And you also got to ask, haven't you? Like, why did Zod save Guts here? I still don't know the answer to that question. I just kind of forgot about that question. Obviously, there's nothing. I don't think I've seen that kind of answers that until this point. But why would he? I mean, we know he stopped. We know he stopped fighting and trying to kill Guts and Griffith a while back when he saw the behemoth. Is this in aid of Griffith and his journey to become a demon? In that case, I mean, yeah, but that would mean that. Well, it does make sense if Zod sees Guts as a big part of Griffith's development and him becoming a demon, which would make sense, to be fair, wouldn't it? Help the man that's going to help the man become a major demon. But you could also say you wouldn't care about this guy because Griffith's going to become a demon anyway, and maybe if Guts dies, it might even be more likely to become a demon, who knows? Or he might not become likely at all, it might just quit the dream because he cares so much about Guts, who knows? Interesting thinking about it, isn't it? Again, I think it's more probable that it is the fact that Guts is going to help Griffith become what he is going to become with the help of the behemoth. So you want to save him and make sure it all goes kind of smoothly, I guess. Again, I haven't really had a proper think about that, so. Yeah, here we are. Guts, take up that sword. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. And there he goes. Again, I almost feel a bit bad for Boscogne. I mentioned the door shut. Yeah, I almost feel a bit bad for Boscogne. Yeah, I can hear a little thing. I doubt you can pick up on the mic, but yeah, I almost feel bad. It feels like a very undeserved victory. This, doesn't it? Boscogne deserved better. That's for sure. Yeah, look at this. Guts on the side here. Same shot on the left here, but unfortunately it's Boscogne and his horse getting decapitated at the same time. Fucking hell. Even chopped his beard off. Not gonna look at the horse. I'm kind of glad the horse got done at the same time. You got to, well, I've only just thought about when their master does get killed or something. You got to think like that horse must be in like maybe not shock, but kind of very confused state of what the hell to do. A bit of a panic. Yeah, it takes some fucking power for that, doesn't it? Jesus. Your fault. Not sure what you're shocked about. Jeez, look at the size of it, man. I mean, the sword is always massive, but this time it's a little bit more wider than usual. The bastard did it! That can't be. The unbeatable Sir Boscogne? The general, Boscogne is spelt differently, to be fair, but yeah. I'm going to mute my point earlier. The general was said to be the mightiest knight in all of Tudor. Grrr, that useless Boscogne. How was Boscogne useless? Again, he almost won this fight if it wasn't for demonic intervention. You fools! The general's defeat doesn't affect our military superiority. Why are you faltering? Ah, Governor, look. At what? At victory. Who's that guy here on the left? Just some random character. Casca looking great. This guy hyped. They're all hyped as motherfuckers. This guy's very hyped. This guy just getting lucky, I think. Get to help Casca out. Guy roaring up here. Yeah, the castle is ours. Great little ending shot to end that off on there, isn't it? And that was a really good chapter in general, wasn't it? Again, Boscogne fucking kicking some absolute ass. Love Boscogne again. Almost feel a bit cheated that he died like that. Well, not that he died like that, but the fact that he died from Zod more than anything. Yeah, we'll just get straight on to the next one. Again, that was an awesome little last segment to end that on there. You don't really get too much in this series, like kind of high moments like that, do you? Where like victories, like total victory, and there's no losses or anything, and it's just all round kind of a good feeling. Usually there's like a little bit of darkness or something, or there never is a moment of of kind of celebration and victory. It's just sometimes you take a loss, but it's a little loss rather than a complete loss, and you'll take that. That's like your wholesomeness in Berserk, isn't it? Not the worst thing happening. Is that it can't be. This dude here. They all look a little bit like penguins. Good job, Casca. Good job, Casca. There they are, still celebrating. Again, you gotta appreciate these moments again while they're here, haven't you? Oh, the hope is still here. Well, the good times are still here. And Casca looks awesome, doesn't she? The Battle for Doldrey, Chapter 6. The enemy's standard? But how? What happened? Don't you fools get it yet? Your leader's dead. It's plain as day the fortress has fallen. It means you all lost. We lost? Have we really lost? Cry out! The fact you're asking that means you've lost. Cry out! Cry out for victory! No. No way! Commence hunt down of the enemy remnants. If they flee this place well enough... Yeah. If they flee this place well enough, slaughter every last one who offers opposition. We've just mentally just destroyed them now as well. Them seeing our celebrations as well as the cheers and everything. It's just over, isn't it? At this point, it's just over. It's no use. At this rate, we will be killed. Morons! Who told you to retreat? Turn around and come back. I'm your supreme commander. I'm still here. Oh. Ugh. Hee hee. Here is the reunion of these two. Bam. And look at that expression compared to the earlier expression of almost the same shot, isn't it? The one I mentioned earlier with him sweating and looking worried. This is almost the exact same fucking shot, but the expression is just, it looks similar, but it's completely different. It's crazy, isn't it? It looks so similar, but it's also just so different. There's nothing here in this face, is there? What can you obtain from looking at that face? Griffith! It's been quite some time, Lord Gennon. Griffith, my old friend. Could you find some way to overlook this? You and I have been you and I've been good to each other. You and I've been good to each other. Does that work like that? I feel like that. I don't know. That sounds strange to say. To portray that over the unfortunate matter of being enemies now. I've been searching for you ever since the day, and I've waited eagerly for the chance to allow us to meet again like this. Have you any idea how much of my personal means has been spent thus? That's just an old English statement. Have you any idea how much of my personal means has been spent thus? I made sure that none of my men would by any means even so much as wound you in this battle. Well, you didn't say that. You didn't say wound. You said don't kill him. I took great pains to see it through. Surely you haven't forgotten that night we had together. Won't you grant the wish of the one you shared it with? Won't you grant the wish of the one you shared it with? It was just one night, but oh, how I've yearned for that again. Oh, it's so cringe saying this. Oh, this dude. And look at that, it's getting darker. Feel white. Getting darker. You don't? You don't resent me, do you? I do not resent you, Excellency. Ah, then. However, it would be quite beyond reason to say that I've yearned for you. I simply have no emotional interest in you at all. Resentment, endearment, nothing. As I said earlier, this look on his face, you got nothing from that. Absolutely nothing. I just took the liberty of using you when the opportunity appeared. You were like a stone lying by the side of the path I walk. That, and nothing more. Damn. Just another stone picked up, put on the bridge to walk over the river. That's the image I'm seeing right now. Pick him up, put him there. And when you compare that to what happened between the two, it's crazy, isn't it? That he just sees it as simple as that when it was actually all this complex, fucking disgusting shit. You bastard! Although, having your loose tongue spread petty rumours about me would prove slightly inconvenient. Where did we get him in the eye? Yeah, I think we got him near his eye. Or did we just kill him? I think we just killed him. Fair enough. It went all the way through the eye. To be fair, it would have been quite fitting just to cut his tongue off. Cut his willy off as well. Looks like things are just about wrapped up. The enemy all scattered and ran. I can't believe it worked out this well. Yeah, we really stuck it to them good. Are you okay with this, sis? Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. Don't mind me. You guys go and see if the enemies remain in the fortress. Hey, come on, work time. Yes, ma'am. So she's a bit exhausted as well. Obviously, took a big blow with that arrow. As Guts returns. That's a really wholesome image right there, isn't it? Casca seeing the return of Guts. A tiny little smile. I'll take that as a smile. It's not really a smile, but it's a Guts smile. What we'll call them. It's a little Guts smile. Oh, that's a wholesome one, isn't it? Yo, tough day. Tough day indeed. A day for revenge. What's wrong? It's just a scratch. It's but a flesh wound. Well, that's what I'd like to say. Could you give me a hand? Hey, I love this shot right here. And out the hand. Again, it's just the essence of both these characters, isn't it? Like I've mentioned plenty of times, it's just in their nature to act like this, isn't it? And it's no deal to them either. Isn't this Guts' last battle though? Such a shame that this had to happen when this is happening right now. It's great stuff with Casca right here. Such a shame that he chooses this moment of all times to leave. There's Griffith shining. Shining in the darkness that is the battlefield. Breathtaking. Hey. It's strange. Actually, I always think this. When the battle is over and Griffith is surrounded by everyone cheering in victory, that he's somehow out of reach. That he exists somewhere far away. And it hurts. That ain't the case. Eh? Yow! Hey! You'll never get anywhere just standing here watching him. Let's go. Go to meet your leader. Yeah. And she would have got so mad at this earlier on in the series. Imagine Guts just picks her up like this earlier on. He'd be getting fucking slashed, cut. Whoop. So stop that. Couldn't be. So he's having a little thought of where the hell that fucking sword came from. As he should. And there's the man himself. But leaving it behind. As you should do. Sometimes I forget I'm zoomed in. Apologies. Now that's a sick shot here as well, isn't it? Zod. This demonic horse. The eclipse will soon come, and the demon advent approaches. So yeah, I think that is pretty much guaranteed that it was kind of in service of aiding Griffith towards becoming a demon, wasn't it? I think it's obvious when you think about it, but sometimes you can also think of the cases of which a motherfucking demon wouldn't really care if a human dies. So that was the kind of questions I had with that. Oh, what's this? A shot in the snow. Just when Guts leaves. Yes, I think we can expect that next episode. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, probably not the longest again today, but some really quality kind of moments in here, wasn't there? The moment with the with this guy wasn't as kind of big as it was in the anime or the movie. I don't believe. I don't think it was as much of a big moment to the overall kind of story of the manga in this version than what that story was in the anime or the movie, which makes sense, to be fair, doesn't it? Considering they're only covering a short amount of Berserk, it would make sense to kind of make this a bigger moment, and it is quite a big moment for Griffith, but it's not quite made as much of a moment for him, is it? Then again, than it was in the anime or movie, which is interesting. Again, it's not one of my favourite parts or anything. I just like seeing the guy die, and it wasn't an awfully kind of what's it called? What's the word for it? It's like enjoyment. It wasn't the most enjoyable death for the guy. I would have liked to see, again, I would have maybe liked to see him actually live, but maybe cut out his tongue and maybe cut his penis off, and make him live like that. That would have been quite satisfying, that's the word. Quite satisfying death. Or just fuck him up real good, but it's just a quick stab to the eye and die. I feel like he deserved a lot worse, but I guess again, he killed him like this because he's just another person. That's what Griffith said, isn't it? He doesn't harbour any of these emotions or anything towards him. He's just another guy who is an inconvenience, so he killed him. That's probably why he killed him so quickly and easily. But again, from an audience point of view, I would like to see it a little bit worse, personally. Again, some really wholesome shots to end off there, wasn't there? And again, some beautiful artwork throughout. Again, feel a little bit unjustified for Boscogne, who ended up dying, who was, again, put up a real fucking fight, didn't he? Love Boscogne, love, every panel he was in was absolutely top-notch, weren't it? But, yeah, let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section. Again, probably the best couple chapters of this Battle for Doldrey chapters, and don't have any idea what we're going to be starting off with next chapter, but again, it's probably going to be the Guts kind of leaving period, so that should be very interesting. Again, let me know what you guys thought about these down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I'll be back on Thursday with again unknown chapters, so hopefully you join me then and enjoy the rest of your day.